Welcome to Friendly Math 101. Today our lesson is on solving quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. When you're asked to solve a quadratic equation, what you're being asked to do is to find the solutions. And one method for finding those solutions is by using the quadratic formula, which is shown here. This is not something that you have to have memorized because it's provided for you on your formula chart. You just have to know how to use it. And it involves knowing what your A value, B value, and C value of an equation are. So here we have an equation written in standard form, so we don't have to manipulate anything to set it equal to 0. Our A value is the value attached to our x squared. So here our A value is 5. Our B value is the number attached to x, so that's 9, and our C value is our constant, which is 4. The quadratic formula starts with x equals the opposite of b, so that would be -9 in this case, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 9 squared, minus 4 times our a, which is 5, times our c, which is 4, all over 2 times a, which is 5. We're going to simplify what we have underneath the square root symbol first, so we get x equals -9 plus or minus the square root of, this becomes 1 all over 10. And we know the square root of 1 is 1, so we're going to rewrite it as -9 plus or minus 1 all over 10. This is where we split our quadratic formula into two with our plus and our minus answer. So we have x equals -9 plus 1 over 10. We also have x equals -9 minus 1 over 10. That's how the plus or minus symbol works. Let's simplify the numerator first. -9 plus 1 is -8. And -8 over 10 can be simplified to -4 over 5. Over here we have x equals -9 minus 1, which is -10, and -10 over 10 can be simplified to x equals -1. And those are our two solutions for this quadratic equation, which means this is where the parabola would cross if we were to graph it on the x-axis. Let's take a look at another example. We have 2x squared plus 3x equals 20. So this equation's not written in standard form. We have to use inverse operations to move this to the other side. And now our equation will be 2x squared plus 3x minus 20 equals 0. Our A value is 2. Our B value is 3. And our C value is -20. We're going to substitute these values into the quadratic formula. So we're going to start off with the opposite of B, which is -3, plus or minus the square root of B squared, so 3 squared, minus 4 times A, which is 2, times C, which is -20. And this is all over 2 times our A value, which is 2. So we're going to simplify this piece by piece, starting with the discriminant, what's underneath the square root. We have -3 plus or minus the square root of 169, all over 2 times 2, which is 4. The square root of 169 is 13, so we're going to rewrite this as -3 plus or minus 13 all over 4. And this is where we split this into two solutions. We have x equals -3 plus 13 over 4. We also have -3 minus 13 over 4. Let's simplify the numerator first. So we have -3 plus 13, which is 10 over 4. And that could be reduced or simplified to 5 over 2, or 5 halves. -3 minus 13, that will give us -16. and negative 16 over 4 can be simplified to negative 4. And these are our two solutions for this quadratic equation. That concludes our lesson on solving quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave those in the comment section below. And for more math tutorials, subscribe to our channel, Friendly Math 101.